taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Purdy.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Foyesade Alurkin gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Jaguars at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey.
41-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And
he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch at a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On second down, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far with this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11. 30 left. 13 loose.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Lawrence.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by McManus is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this out past the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jaguars 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
All right, here we go. Done. Hey, I'm gun.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Hey, run!
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Etienne up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime, whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now Lawrence to throw. Caught by Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Rocco switch. 13 loop.
Etienne. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, Jupiter.
One more time with Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
That was a huge play on third down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Kill.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game is obvious. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. Down the right sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they get it.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 9. Purdy looking to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action here. Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, such a close game, a very big one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
Get to the football. It's blocked.
What a huge play. We could have been watching the go-ahead point sail through the uprights. Instead, special teams coming through with a huge block.
And I think we just throw strategy out the window here. Forget all that. We just saw the biggest moment of the game, and that could have been the most decisive play at that moment.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he Picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, let's go.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Down to about the 22 here. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Brenton Strange with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Purdy to throw.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, lion.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville,